Hi guys, Jay Smith here, down at Bury Golf Range in Suffolk, and today we're doing a bit of a match-up between the MP5 and the JPX 900 Tour. Now this question came from one of my subscribers on my channel, and he was eager to see what was the difference between these two clubs. Now, first of all, appearance. One's chrome and looks lovely, tiny little blade lengths, classic MP5, and one is satin and still tiny blade lengths and tiny little top line. They are two nearly identical clubs, apart from the fact that one's satin and one's chrome. That's from the point of view of loft wise, they are identical. When it comes to construction, the 1025E grain flow forged steel, they are identical. It's just, for me, with a chrome finish, I do like MPs. So these do have to be hit absolutely out of the screws, because you do not get next to chuffle forgiveness out of these blades. So let's try and hit some of these, feel the lovely forgedness of Mizuno, and see if we can get them bang out the middle. Oh yeah, like that. That was straight down the middle. I like these. I've always wanted to game MP5s, MP25s. It's just because I have an older set of MPs which I like that much, and I'm struggling to change over just because I like my clubs I have already. Right, these ones tiny bit of offset. If there's any offset on there, I'd be saying, well, next to absolutely none. Nice and thin top line, tiny sole, tiny blade length, nice chromeness. Hopefully hit it in the middle. Yeah. They are lovely. We could just do this whole video just constantly just saying that they are lovely, because they are, but you must make sure you hit the middle. If you do not, I mean, I will try. Here we go. This is bad. I'll try and hit this one off the toe, and I might hurt my fingers. Oh, yeah. That wasn't very nice. I did hit off the toe. Still, I got it on the scoring lines, but just. And that was not very nice. And that was a nasty golf shot. And if you're looking for someone who hits slightly around the face, do not go for anything like this. These are for people which bash it out of the middle. Because if you don't, you're not going to be enjoying your golf. Let's have one more hit of the nice soft ones before we go to the other satiny soft ones. Fraction groove high. I would say, if anything, I hit mat and ball at the same time, but still felt nice. Flew well. This is quite a nice high trajectory. Let's see what I get from the JPX 900 Tours. Same shaft. Project X 5.5 LZ. LZ. The new shaft that they've brought out. The loading zone, is it? Loading zone, there we go. Go on the manufacturer's website for all the details what that means. Right, instantly the difference between MP5, JPX 900 Tour, it's the look. There is a little bit of help, they say. They've got a bit of a power frame, I think what Mizuno call it, to help forgiveness out of these things. The blade length is a fraction bigger than the MP5. I'm talking fractions is in millimeters bigger. So next to nothing. Thin top line, thin soles. There is no forgiveness in this JPX iron. You do have to middle it like you've got the old MP5s. Let's see how they perform flight wise. Oh yeah, lovely, same flight. Now I'm hitting range balls here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get them on Pro V1, GC2, and see what actual balls do. But I can't get away from the fact that these feel gorgeous. Now I hit that one a groove low, and that still flew very well. Now when I say a groove low, that's just fraction groovy. I'm pretty certain if you hit these thin, you are not going to get any help at all. So when it comes to striking, you have got to be near on damn perfect. Oh yeah. When you are, they feel lovely. I can't tell the difference between the MP5 and the JPX 900 Tours. I would say personal preference, MP5, because I like bling, I like the chrome, I like the shininess. I'm not saying I don't like the JPX 900 Tour at all. I love it. It's a lovely club to hit. It's absolutely gorgeous to hit. I just prefer the MP5 looks. Straight down the middle again. Yeah, I could game that all day long. I could game both irons, and I could just sit here on camera just hitting balls, because the soft feeling that you get from a Mizuno is unmistakable. Call that one fractionally Healy. Fraction Healy. That's about 2 yards off target. They're lovely. They are. I'm going to stop hitting balls because I'll be here all day. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go and hit some balls on GC2 with Pro V1s and see what the numbers say. Right guys, numbers time. A bit of a change of scenery for numbers at the moment, and we have some strange information for the MP5. I didn't quite get the ball speed and also the carry distance that I thought I was going to get. That's not to say that it's in any way poor. It's consistent. It's just not quite the same distance that I was expecting. Both clubs have 30° 6 irons, so they are the same loft. But for some reason, I didn't quite get the distance that I wanted. Now, I had one miss strike in there of 115 ball speeds. It dropped the old carry down to 163. Now, if you look at all the others, they are very consistent, because I did hit the middle on nearly every single one of them, apart from that one there that would drop down to 115. And looking at the rest, you're looking at 168, 168, 167, 170. It's all about the same number. It's just with this, if you don't quite catch it, and that one that I hit the 115, I literally just misstruck it. That's all it was. It was just a very small misstrike, and it's dropped the ball speeds down 3 miles an hour, which is not overly bad. I mean, I only dropped 5 yards from average, so it'd still be at target on green, etc. But you can see how picky the MP5 is. I wasn't quite getting the peak height that I was expecting from this, because when I was hitting on the range, yes, the wind is into, so whatever spin you put on the ball, it will exacerbate that and you will get a little bit more climb. But I only got 26.1, which isn't necessarily as high as I would like. Now, I'm not the highest flight person in the world. I am a mid flight, and as a human, I perform differently on different days. So on some days I'll hit the ball slightly higher, slightly lower, and just today I wasn't hitting the ball greatly high, but still fairly consistent. If we look at the flights, there are a few differences in trajectory. Again, that's purely how I'm delivering it, but the grouping is still fairly good. I'm slightly off to the right by, was it 4.6 yards? So I mean, they're all basically apart from one, all off to the right. So whether it's a case I wasn't quite lined up with GC2 correctly, or it's a case I was just pushing everything. But yeah, it's a lovely feeling club. It's a gorgeous looking club. And if you're a ball striker and you do hit the middle every single time, it's by you have to try these Mizuno MP5s. They are gorgeous to hit. Right, so if we flick over to the JPX 900 Tours, now instantly, and I don't know why, because they are the same loft, I was getting more ball speed from this, and then greater carry, slightly higher peak height as well, which then obviously meant slightly more increased descent angle, so it's going to spin better. Oh, sorry, it's going to stop better when it hits the green, because whatever spin is going to have more an effect when you have an increased descent angle. But it wasn't quite spinning as much. Now again, that is obviously how I'm striking it. I don't produce the most spin in the world.
There is a lot of players that produce a lot more spin than me, but there's also players that spin the ball less. But looking at the launch angles, nice and healthy at about 15 degrees, spinning at 5.2. I had one misstrike in there, it's going to drop down to 4.8, but that was my longest hit. So you can see where the club manufacturers are going. Obviously they notice that when you spin the ball slightly less, you do get more carry, hence the reason what they've been doing is they've been trying to, in the distance game, of trying to get more and more and more carry. Now that has an effect on obviously descent angle, etc. So it may be going further, but unless it's coming in really, really steep, whatever spin it's got, obviously reduced, it's not going to stop. Now again, it wasn't as high as I'd like. That's just how I'm hitting today, but it is further. It is a good, what was it, 5 or 6 yards further than the MP5. But then if you look at all the numbers, and again, I don't know if I was aligned correctly or not, every single one of them has gone slightly left. Now they are the same lie angle, so it's not the lie angle pointing aloft in different directions. It literally just could be me not quite lining up with GC2 correctly, or it could be me pulling everything. I don't know. Looking at the information there, if I was pulling everything, my obviously when you close the club face, you de-loft it slightly, so my launch angle would be decreasing, and it's not the case. So I believe it was just me not quite aligning with GC2. But still very good numbers, very consistent numbers as well. Out of all the shots there, I only deviated by 2 miles an hour ball speed, and I did strike all those 6 shots quite well. I must admit, there was not any real difference in strike between the one that dropped down to 4.8, other than the ones from sort of like 5.1, 5.4, 5.3, 5.1, 5.1. The 4.8 one literally was a slight misstrike. Whether it was slightly high on the face, which dropped the spin slightly and obviously went further, I don't know, but it was a lovely feeling club. So if you can hit the middle, which not many people can, but if you can hit the middle consistently, you're in the market for a bladed club. You cannot go wrong with the JPX 900, the MP5s, and also the still going MP4s. Now the MP4s, you'd argue even slightly harder to hit than these. Well, these are hard to hit anyway. You do not get any help from these guys, so you must be hitting the middle. Go get custom fit. I will keep going on about getting a custom fit because it is that important that you get custom fit for these clubs. Test them out, see what you think, and yeah, have a go. So thanks very much for watching. Comment below, like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my other social media. On Periscope, search Ask Golf Nut, and on Twitter, search @AskGolfNut. Thanks for watching.